Bouncing house. 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 Shit. Trying to get you scoring soon. Okay. 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 Anything from old age? Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Go to ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in twos. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my brain's receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Go to ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Touchdown, A floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Mike Giver, one foul. Just a tell this one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emerson a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I know how to make everybody feel famous. No payment. I know how to answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. There you are, player. Catch with the left touchdown. It's time. Game time. Everybody just disappeared on me. I don't like that. Oh, hey, no. Oh. Oh, shit. Nigga, Jeremy McKinnon has 14th anniversary or anything. You fucking know that. Huh?
Okay, Coach. Well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's
what the Q-Bang? What you doing in here, Bob?
Teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Steelers. All right, then.
That's it. Killing you both. 0-0. Yeah. Game kind of just started, so.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, Rivers. Complete, he finds Braid. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Not going to do it.
Nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I like that.
Second down, McKinnon. Past the 20. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 17-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty
intentional
flag
grounding, my
Let's
ass.
see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right?
What'd you say, Corey?
You are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Tavecchio puts this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Carr now on first down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Carr completes it, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Wait for me to pick up play. See what Jesus.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Wow.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Thomas Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. McKinnon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation.
No, you didn't. You.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
I just don't understand how I just overthrew this.
To the 32-yard line.
Are you serious?
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards and 1st down, that fits the bill. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Is one of y'all watching?
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
But I definitely see what y'all mean by him just running out and shit. He can't do anything. The only reason he got points is the only reason he got points in this match.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back in and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down now, McKinnon up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rivers and Blake, the tight end's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Look, your defense is obvious. You gotta go into the shotgun, you go into that 3-down line instead, and then if I go into a regular set, you put all these
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
So it's obvious what I'm saying here.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises. And he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Check green 90. Hey, Brown 80. Red Delta. No.
They go play action. Rivers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 3. Red. Alpha.
From the gun, Rivers. Into
No
double
way,
coverage,
bro.
and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Crazy, too. It's still 3-3, but I just tried to go for halftime. It's 6
we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. Flush to his right.
Why you so equal this thing out of bounds? Are you serious?
Out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
390. 50 seconds to life.
Rivers now. Screenplay, McKinnon. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Tavecchio is good. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Good shit, boy.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Carr. And able to find John Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. It's a party now. 9. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Oh, yeah. Go. Here we go again.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete here. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Oh, Corey, forgot you were still in here, nigga. I was like, how does nigga Corey ask him where you at? Nigga not even here. Bro, really be waiting for you to pick your play and your formation and shit.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
No, I still don't do that.
Jarek McCannon.
Regardless of
another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
You lost
now
him.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio.
You lost him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
You just won the Super Bowl.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
Yeah.
They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Greystone travel.
They'll run it again with Fournette.
Oh, God,
yards
that
to
was
pick up
28
first
yards.
down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a
This
guy
nigga
like
got
him,
his X factor. Oh,
it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yeah, nigga, we
They're
gonna
going
do
to
that.
stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've
crazy.
made.
I picked the perfect play for that, and he still got it.
Being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
56. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time. And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You're staying on that cover 3, huh? So 2.
Alpha.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
That was a child, huh?
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon.
Jesus, guys,
He'll
I've
get
been blocking
blown
over
up
this
behind
man,
the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
You ain't got nothing on me.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Don't run the ball.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line,
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Next time I won't say something crazy like that. No,
now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete.
Why do you keep saying that?
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He just ignores it.
They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
What are you confused about?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's McKenna. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Oh, that's
nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Cameron Brate, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'm tired.
Just 2 minutes
tired.
in the 4th quarter of what has been a
I'm tired.
affair.
Stop running that boy so much. He tired.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. To throw on 3rd down. Carr.
Ooh, hell of a ball. God damn.
Another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 42. Carr now 9 of 17 through the year. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on and taken down at the 21. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr
Come on.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.